What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Bugs' DCS Cruise. For this one, we're going to be checking out another one of the VSN mods. That's going to be the F-106 Delta Dart. She's an interesting fighter, to say the least. One of the Century Series fighters. I'm sure you guys know what those are, so I'm not going to go into too much detail about that. But she is part of that series. The F-106 always had a cool look to it. I believe it is the older sister of the F-102 Delta Dagger. I could be wrong, but that's all right. We're just going to take this thing up. We're going to see how she handles, how she flies, and then, of course, the way Bugs does things, then we'll strap some weapons onto her and see what she could do. So, without any further ado, let's jump into the cockpit of the F-106, take a look around, check out the external, the exterior, and then we'll get ready for taxi and takeoff. Where are you going? There we go. Alright. Definitely looks like the F-106, that's for sure. Weird control setup, but that's alright. We'll see what she looks like on the outside. Inside looks pretty good. It's not the standard based on the F-15 or the A-10, and that's the cockpit you're looking at, even though the external is the 106. This is pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie, I like this. It's like the F-104 almost. Yeah, that's an F-106, alright. Wow. She looks good. She looks really good. Not too bad, guys. Not too bad. You can see the resemblance in the wing of the Delta wing of the MiG-21. So they're a little similar in wing structure. The F-106 definitely has a bigger surface area on the wing than the MiG-21, it looks like, but either which way, it looks really cool, I'm not gonna lie. I like this. Alright, let's go see how she handles. A little bit of power. And I have not...
Clear to taxi to runway 27.
Yes, thank you. Clear to taxi 27, forward 1. I have not flown this thing yet, so... If the nose wheel steering, I have a feeling is going to probably be like any of the older aircraft like this. Let's see. Yep. Yeah, it's just like the older ones, like the F5 and whatnot, so that's not terrible. Once you guys get used to it, really not bad. The side visibility is pretty good on this thing, I'm not gonna lie. Forward looking, like the SR-71, could be better, but that's alright. And of course the giant canopy bow above our head. Not convenient, but that's alright. Nice little taxi going here, not too crazy fast. Slow this thing down a little bit because this is the first time flying it, and I don't want anything to go wrong, if I can help it. Yeah, it looks like our gauges work too in the cockpit, that's good. We have a G meter down there. Mach indicator, airspeed and knots. Okay. Looks like we got about a little under 10,000 pounds of fuel. I wonder if that's for our external tanks. The gauge to the right with the main fuel gauge. Our exhaust temp gauge is a goose the throttle. You guys can see that coming up. That's cool. And our RPM, the same thing. Okay, so this is pretty much its own thing, which is nice. If you guys do want to fly this, this definitely does need the Flaming Cliffs aircraft. So this looks like the display of the F-15 for the radar up top, and then our weapons position pylons down low. Other than that, it's its own thing, which I do like. Full belly of oil, that's cool. Yep, gyros move. Okay, so this thing, minus the clickable cockpit, this thing is pretty much self-sufficient. It's its own thing. I like that. Excellent job by the VSN guys on this one too. Make sure our flaps are down. We don't have flaps on the F-106. Okay. I don't know too much about the 106, but it is a cool looking airplane, that's for sure. I guess it doesn't have flaps on it, kind of like the F-16. Or it's all computer controlled or something like that. I don't know. If you guys know a little bit more about the Delta Dart, let me know. I'm curious how the flight control with the FCS works on this thing. But we're about to find out. Let's line this thing up. Let's release. Uh-oh. Nose wheel here. Alright, what are we doing? Straighten out. Come on, baby. You got this. I don't know why. Let's just make sure we're not going to go... Oh no, we need to be pointed a little bit more to our left. There we go. Now we're too far to the left. What the hell is going on with this nose wheel steering on this thing? Alright, so far my only gripe is the nose wheel steering, but that's alright. Once we get power up, it should lock itself in the forward position. We should be alright. So, the wipe up our controls, we're good to go.
Forward 1, you are cleared for takeoff when ready. Climb 300 at QFE 29.7.
Alright, here we go, guys. Let's see what the F-106 can do. Power's coming on. Alright, now you got rudder authority. There we go. Here comes the afterburner. And we're flying. Gear should be coming. Yep, gears up. Let's get a flyby. See what she sounds like. Not bad. Not bad at all. Whoa. Whoa. Easy, girl. Let's pull it out of blower for a second here. Let's trim this thing out. Why is she leaning to the right? There we go. Wow, we ripped through a lot of fuel just on takeoff. Whoa, okay. I'm gonna have to be careful with this thing, I see. Let's get our radar on. There we go. So yeah, this is very similar to the F-15's radar. Okay, so I see what this thing's... Okay, so this is very much based off of the F-15, guys. So if you do want to get this, it functions exactly like the F-15. As far as the radar is concerned, at least. 8,000 feet. Let's see, where's our airspeed? That's good. Get out of the sun. So we can see. Oh. Here we go, 470 knots. Let's go one more flyby, why not? Sounds good. Alright, let's see what this thing could do maneuvering-wise. Let's see how unforgiving she could be. Over the top. That was not the best loop I've ever done at all. She will do it though. Let's see, let's hit a couple of G's with this thing. Shut up. 6 G's. Let's bring another 6 to the right. Yeah, she does not snap around quick at all. Let's see if we can get up with 0 airspeed. We tried this with the F-104. Didn't work out too well for me, but one of you guys did give me a little bit of insight on how I could correct that if it does happen. So if it does, that's what we'll do. Well, let's give it a shot. All right. 430 knots, no power, harness is locked, and up we go. Alright, we're bullseye. 90 degrees, nose high. Forward stick. Climb through 220. Oh boy. We're already at 25,000 feet, Jesus. Oh boy. Alright, let me see your hands. Departure spin. controls neutral, feed off rudder, speed brakes in. Let her come around. She's gonna flail around. Yep. There she goes down. Let's brake. And we recovered her. There we go. Alright, so she's a little bit easier to recover than the F-104. It didn't get into that nasty tail flip like the Starfighter did, but it could still get you if you're not ready for it. Well, let's keep her around 13. Right, let's plug the blowers in. We'll see how fast this thing can go. Just gonna watch our fuel. Oh, this thing has a tail hook too. Look at that. The idea is already, but we're not going to try that just yet. 540 knots. Wow, yeah, she's not that quick. Do I have a standby or a steam? Yep, there it is. Alright, so I don't know which one is right, because this one's showing me just under 450. That one's telling me 5 and change, so I don't know which. Let's unplug the blower for a second here. I don't know which airspeed dial to go off of, guys. The one on my left over here on that long panel, or the standby, the steam gauge on the right next to the fuel flow. I don't know which one to trust. But she definitely does not hold a lot of fuel, that's for sure. So we gotta be careful with that. Yeah, now she can raid her nose around. Alright, so you just gotta work the throttle on this thing, it looks like. Let's go balsamic too, why not? Alright, so we gotta be careful, because if we lose this thing, we are not gonna be able to recover it. Let's rock it down a little bit. There we go. See how low and fast we can get this thing. Let's go to the telephone wires first, actually, and then we'll try that again. There we go. Alright. Alright. Let's see how low and fast she can get. And I'm at full mil power, I'm not an afterburn right now. Just want to save a little bit of fuel. She's stable down low, I'll give it that. I like this. stable down low. Let's see how maneuverable she is, if she can handle tight corners like this. Maybe she likes the lower altitude because of the stubby little wings, but we'll see what happens. Little knife edge. We are completely in line with the horizon. Not bad. So she's pretty agile down low. Not a high altitude fighter, that's for sure. Joker fuel. Let's see if we can. Yeah, she's pretty responsive. Down low, she's responsive. I'll give it that. Okay. It's definitely got to be the wings on this thing, but this is fun. I like it, guys. I'm not going to lie. Well, let's see if we can start our landing process here. Let's get our radar off. Let's start slowing her down just a little bit. Gears coming. Alright, let's see how this thing handles on landing. Boards out, start slowing this down a little bit more. Oh, she likes to float. Ooh, she likes to float, doesn't she? Alright. I don't think we're going to be touching down on this one, guys. We are a little too high. Uh-oh, 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 oh boy, oh boy, oh no, oh no, 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 no. Ah, shit balls. Come on. Well, it's the price you have to pay sometimes with these kind of mods, guys. That's what happens. I'm glad we have a master caution. Nothing is stopping moving. What the hell's going on here? Why is this... Alright, well... Once again, we recovered out of one disaster just to be met with another. I don't know why it's doing this right about now, but that's... whatever. I really hope you guys enjoyed that. I'll leave a link to the F-106 download in the description of this video if you guys want to check it out. Make sure you have the Flaming Cliffs F-15C, and you'll be able to enjoy it. Just set your controls up, and then have at it. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe for more, and until the next sortie, strap in, arm up the seat, and keep flying.